Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Now, I've probably watched and rewatched the Avengers Infinity War trailer at least 50 times at this point, and that's filled with multiple reaction videos because I am a huge Marvel fan. I love everything Marvel, and I cannot wait for this movie to come out. And the reveal of Thanos in the trailer got me thinking how really the only universes that can come close to in comparison to power when it comes to the Dragon Ball universe are Marvel and DC. And besides the change of skin color to Thanos in the trailer from previous versions that we saw in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I really enjoyed seeing him in the trailer and hearing his monologue, and it inspired me to make this video, seeing if this big bad from Marvel can contend with the most powerful being we have in Dragon Ball Super. Now, of course, for the purposes of this video, I'm doing this just for fun. It's a way to bring both communities together in a sort of way to see exactly what may happen if these two beings decided to try and erase each other. And with that being said, of course, I'm talking about Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet with all Infinity Gems versus Zeno just as Zeno. Zeno doesn't need an Infinity Gauntlet. Zeno is an Infinity Gauntlet for the most part. So for those of you guys who don't know on the Dragon Ball Super side about the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity Gems, essentially this gauntlet combined with the gems makes you into Zeno, or in some cases a more powerful version than the Zeno we currently know, because at this point right now we've only seen Zeno erase people, universes, and realities. Now, the Infinity Gauntlet has a lot of different powers and abilities that it grants to the wielder. The power gem increases all traits of the user, including the traits of the other gems. The time gem is one of the most devastating because essentially it makes you a time traveler and you can age beings and making them into old men or reverting them back into children. The space gem grants teleportation. The soul gem allows the wearer to steal souls from other people, and that's something we know that exists in the Dragon Ball Super and the Dragon Ball universe, that all beings seem to have souls. The reality gem alters reality, allowing the user to make things the way they want them to be. And the mind gem gives you near limitless psychic abilities, telepathy, telekinesis, about every psionic power that you can think of. With all these abilities, it sounds like Thanos, with his gauntlet included the gems, can take out any Dragon Ball Super character, Jiren, the Grand Priest, Ultra Instinct Goku, if he were to travel to the Dragon Ball Super reality, to the Dragon Ball Super multiverse. And he would be a major threat if he did go into this hypothetical crossover. But unfortunately, there is only one flaw with this design, and that is the fact that these gems only work in the universe that Thanos is currently in. They do not work in any other universes in the Marvel multiverse, and that seems to be something that would correlate to the Dragon Ball Super multiverse. The Infinity Gauntlet with the gems would not work, so you would essentially just have a Thanos who is a considerable threat in Dragon Ball Super, don't get me wrong, but he would not be able to do anything against Zeno. And to be honest, with how evil Thanos is and the way that he operates, the plans that he wants to accomplish, if he were to cross over into Dragon Ball Super, I would have no doubt that the Omni Kings would erase him right then and there. They have control of anything in the multiverse that they are in charge of. Now, we may have a similar story if Zeno were to cross over into the Marvel universe where Thanos resides in. Hypothetically, could have no power there. Zeno's power has been said to erase and control universes 1 through 18, or any universe that is created in the Dragon Ball Super multiverse. But there's nothing to say that if he were to go into the timeline of, or the universe of Thanos, Spider-Man, Thor, all those characters, there's nothing to say that he could have the same erasure power there. If anything, it is highly likely that he would be able to do nothing against those characters. He wouldn't be able to erase them. He wouldn't be able to erase the timelines there. He wouldn't really be able to mess around with much. But again, until we know more about Zeno, that's all hypothetical, but it just sort of makes sense. So does that mean that Thanos could essentially wipe out Zeno right then and there? Not with the information that we have with Zeno. We don't know if he ages, so the time gem shouldn't really do anything against him. We don't know how durable he is, so the power gem increasing Thanos' strength and speed and durability, and with him trying to fight Zeno, we don't know how durable Zeno is at this moment. It doesn't seem like the space gem would have any difference in a fight, or if Thanos is trying to do anything against Zeno, so that's a moot point. The soul gem should seem like it would do something, but we don't know if Zeno has a soul. We don't know if he can be, if that soul can be taken out of his body, if he does have one. I mean, we know that he can't be erased or killed by any connection with the rest of the deities, because in the manga of Dragon Ball Super, the Supreme Kai states, even though all the angels and all the Kais and gods and everybody have been killed by Goku Black, the Omni King can't die. He can't be erased. Nothing can happen to him. So it would seem like the Soul Gem would have no effect on him. The Mind Gem, we don't know what kind of guards he has up on his mind. I mean, it doesn't seem like he has much going on in there in the first place, but we don't know if any mind control or anything like that could work on him. And the Reality Gem, that would seem like the only one that could do something against him, maybe by changing the reality or putting him in an alternate reality. But seeing as how Zeno wouldn't be from that reality or that multiverse anyway, who knows if that gem would have much of an effect on him. So ultimately, when you cross these two characters over into each other's universes, their power that would make them almighty, the power that they wield in their own universes that make them top dog, don't seem to work. But again, this is all hypothetical. So in the end, it's up to you guys to infer your own conclusions on what would happen. If you guys could infer them in the comment section, that would be awesome. If I had missed anything in this crossover, let me know in the comment section below, and that way we can debate it. Drop me a like for both of these characters, Zeno and Thanos. Both are great. Subscribe if you haven't already, and this is going to be Dragon Ball Black, signing off.